Hey guys, this is Shintai, host of the Anime Room, and I've decided to finally upload a video, and I do have some really big things in mind and in the works, so to tide you guys over, I decided to show off some anime that I picked up recently. I've really made an effort, now more than ever, to actually cultivate my collection. For the longest time, I always just watched anime like through streaming, and recently I decided, you know what, I actually want to own my anime. I want to actually make an effort to have a collection. I'm not going to show you my entire collection, but I do want to show a lot of the really cool stuff that I picked up recently. So let's go ahead and check them. Alright, first off, I have Black Lagoon on Blu-ray. This is a really fun show. It's not particularly deep or anything like that, but it's got cool characters. It's fun to watch, it's funny, and it looks stellar on Blu-ray. Definitely a really good one from Madhouse. Madhouse in general is just an awesome studio, and I wouldn't necessarily say like this is one of their best considering their pedigree, but this is still like a really fun show. If you're a fan of Bebop, it's definitely not as good as Bebop, but it is kind of a similar sort of show. It has a similar sort of structure, except it's not sci-fi, it's a contemporary setting. So if you haven't checked this out, I'd recommend it. If you like, you know, guns and action and good comedy, check it out. Really good show. Speaking of Cowboy Bebop, I had to own this classic. Cowboy Bebop, I would say, didn't necessarily single-handedly get me into anime, but to say it wasn't integral would definitely be a lie. This anime was for sure a big reason why I became an anime fan. I still have like a really vivid memory of flipping through Cartoon Network when I was younger. I think I was like in 5th grade at the time, and I was like flipping through the channels, and on Cartoon Network, Cowboy Bebop was airing, and they started cursing, and I thought like, wait a minute, what is this? I was so confused because I'm like, isn't this Cartoon Network? And I flipped and the channels again just to make sure. And I'm like, no, this is Cartoon Network. This is the right channel. And I'm like, okay, maybe I just misheard something. Maybe they said something else. And I thought it was a curse word when it was something else. No, they cursed again. And I was just like, what is this? So I ended up watching it. And what really kind of sucked though is it was the last episode. And I ended up spoiling the final episode, but at the same time, I was just like, I need to watch the rest of this. I actually remember, after I finished the rest of the episode, I ran out of my room to tell my dad. I'm like, Dad, oh my god, you have to see this show. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And he was just like, yeah, whatever, until I showed him the following weekend, which I think they showed like episode 1. And he was like, whoa, oh, this is amazing. I'm like, I know. So that was really funny. I just had to own this, had to own such a key anime for me, for turning me into an anime fan. Alright, this one, I'm sorry I don't have much to say about this one because I haven't watched it yet. I only picked it up because I saw it for like $6. And I'm like, you know what? It's only $6. Might as well give it a shot. But, I haven't tried it yet. I have heard that it's pretty good. I popped in a little bit just to check if the disc worked. And it has a very interesting art style. So I am interested in checking it out one of these days. But yeah, don't have much to say about this yet. This is a movie that I absolutely loved. I thought it was such a wonderful movie. And it really is a beautiful film. It's one that I think that other people that aren't anime fans can get into. It's very sort of Ghibli-esque. In that sense, it is something that I feel like people who aren't anime fans can really get into. I think mothers especially will love this movie because the main character is the mother of the 2 children. Well, I guess to call her the main character is slightly a misnomer because about like halfway through the film, it starts to focus more on the children as if they were the protagonists. So I think it's more accurate to say like all 3 of them, the mother and the 2 children, are the main characters. But she's probably the best mom I've ever seen in anime, or probably just fiction in general. Like, I can't think of a mom character that is as great as she is. A really wonderful film. Definitely recommend it. I have to thank my friend Bob Samurai for turning me on to this movie, Royal Space Force. This is a movie that I watched with him. I absolutely loved this movie. I would actually go as far as say that as far as the stuff that Gainax has made, because this was made by Studio Gainax, this is my favorite. I think this is my absolute favorite Gainax related thing because it is such an amazing film. It's got a few problems here and there, but I think overall it's a really well put together film. Visually especially, I think it holds up really well. This movie looks fantastic. What's kind of cool is on the back, the late Roger Ebert gave it some praise, and I don't always agree with Roger Ebert, but I mean, I do think that's pretty cool that he recommended the film. This is one I had to get because for the longest time it's been like one of my favorite anime, and that is Samurai X Trust and Betrayal. It's still one of the most beautiful anime I've ever seen. It's got gorgeous soundtrack, it has amazing atmosphere. I still really love this OVA. I think it's just amazing. Unfortunately, this release is a little bare bones, and I was actually really worried at first because as you can see on the back, moon runes all over the place. And I was wondering like, oh god, is this even gonna play on my... Yeah, and it did, you know, it was fine on that end. But I was just like really worried. And it is in English too. But yeah, I had to pick this up because it's just an amazing OVA. I really didn't like Reflection though. I thought Reflection was really bad, but I found this to be far superior. I love this OVA. I think it's a fantastic OVA. This is a movie that I've seen like probably twice already because it's so awesome. This is just like an action-packed, really fun movie, and it's one of the most visually stunning things I've ever seen. This is an amazing looking film, and I think that alone warrants a watch just to see how stunning it looks. It is amazing. It's really just a feast for the eyes, and the music is so kick-ass. This is such a fun movie. And you know, I'm not really a fan of racing or driving or anything like that. I find the act of driving really mundane. I'm not a fan of it. But, I mean, how did this movie not pump me up? Like, it's just a really fun racing movie, and it kicks a lot of ass. And again, like, even if you're not into racing like me, like, I'm not a fan of it. But this movie, I'd say to check it out anyways, just because it is just awesome. It's kind of weird though. It goes to some weird places sometimes, but like it's still really cool and I'd recommend it. These are the only Satoshi Kon films that I own. I have Paprika and Perfect Blue. I actually ordered another copy of Perfect Blue on Blu-ray, so that should be coming like I think next week or something like that. Paprika I think is my least favorite Satoshi Kon movie, but even the worst Satoshi Kon movie is far superior than most other anime. So, you know, I have no qualms in owning it. It's still a really good movie. I still really enjoyed it. I think the writing starts to get a bit iffy towards the end of the film when, like, dreams and reality start to mix together. I mean, it contributed to some amazing visuals and some cool ideas, but didn't really make any fucking sense. Regardless, it's still a good movie and I still recommend it. Perfect Blue, on the other hand, I think is one of his best, and this is in my top 5 favorite anime of all time, easily, and is my favorite anime movie of all time. This is a bona fide masterpiece. Not a word I would throw around easily. This is for sure a masterpiece. Without a doubt. It's one of my favorite films of all time, even not including anime. Definitely one of my favorite films ever made. I might even say it's like my second favorite. I'm not even sure. My favorite movie of all time is Seven Samurai. This might be right under it. I don't know. I haven't quite worked that out yet, but I absolutely, positively love this movie, Perfect Blue. And Paprika, of course, also really good. Oh my god, I almost lied. I do have one other Satoshi Kon related thing here. Memories. The thing is though, this comes with like 3 short films, Magnetic Rose, Stink Bomb, and Cannon Fodder. Magnetic Rose was written by Satoshi Kon, and Magnetic Rose is bloody amazing. It is one of the best anime I've ever seen, for sure. I haven't seen Stink Bomb or Cannon Fodder yet. I mostly just picked this up because I love Magnetic Rose so much. It is amazing. But I have to check out the other 2 eventually, because I heard that they're good too. I'll definitely check out the other 2 at some point, but I would say to pick this up just for Magnetic Rose. It really is that good. It is such a masterful movie, and it's not even very long. It's only like 40 minutes long, and it's so amazing. It's one of the most underrated anime I have ever seen, because I've never heard anyone talk about this. I've never heard of anyone that even knows about this, and it's such a fucking amazing anime. So good. So highly, highly recommended. Another anime that kind of defined my youth, Ninja Scroll. I had to pick this up. This is an awesome flick. It's just boobs and ninjas and blood and gore, over-the-top action and all that shit. Definitely not a film to go into expecting any high concepts or deep thinking. It's just action all the way. The visuals still hold up. Like, it's still a really great looking film. It's still awesome. If you're just like into action movies and you haven't seen Ninja Scroll, I'm sorry, you are missing out. This is such a kick-ass film. Another personal favorite of mine is Gungrave. This anime is one that I feel is pretty underrated as well. This is one that I don't think gets enough recognition. I don't think it gets enough respect that it deserves. Pretty much anyone who likes Berserk, I tell them to watch this, because it's very similar in a lot of ways. I basically call this Berserk if Berserk was a mafia-style story with a little bit of sci-fi thrown in. I think this is an amazing show. I think this show is really worth checking out. Very underrated. Definitely give it a shot. Alright, and here I have like almost the entirety of Fullmetal Alchemist, with the exception of any of the films, because fuck them, they're not that good. I have the entirety of Brotherhood, the Brotherhood OVAs, and the original 2003 series. I actually haven't sat down and watched this OVA collection yet. I don't know what is even in here, honestly. I'm honestly unsure, so I'll probably check it out one of these days. But I absolutely love both the original and Brotherhood. They're both fantastic animes. Now, when it comes to the argument of, oh, which is better, Brotherhood or the original, most people tend to say that Brotherhood is the superior of the two. And there are some people that try to say, no, the original is actually better. I'm going to have to say that I am firmly in the middle. I like them both for different reasons. I like them both equally, and I don't really see the point in comparing them anymore, for the simple fact that, yes, Brotherhood did certain things better than the original did certain things better than Brotherhood, but I think at the end of the day, they're two very different stories with two very different goals, which is kind of strange to say because it is based on like the same characters in the same setting. But I feel that the original wanted to tell something darker and more mature. Brotherhood, not implying that Brotherhood isn't mature. They have different themes, and they have different messages that they're trying to tell. So honestly, I don't really even see the point in like comparing them anymore or trying to argue which one's better. They're both great. Watch them both. Watch this one first, watch the original first, and then watch Brotherhood, and you'll have a great time. They're both great. So there's your argument. Watch both. Alright, so this is kind of weird. So I have here Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, the first part. And this is amazing, by the way. I highly recommend it. But this, as you see it, is how I bought it. It just came like this. The thing is, I ordered this off Amazon, and I didn't realize that all I was getting was the standard version, and that I didn't realize there were any other versions, is the point that I'm making. So when I ordered the second one off Right Stuff, I didn't realize that they were going to send me this fucking thing, which is this huge thing. So now it's kind of weird that I have like this huge like vinyl album sized collector's edition and only the standard version for the first one. So kind of weird, but them's the breaks, I suppose. I haven't sat down and watched this one yet. I really should, because I absolutely loved part one. Part one was fucking awesome. So I'm definitely looking forward to sitting down and watching this one too. Oh, this next one that I'm going to show, a lot of people are either going to go, oh, I feel your pain. Or the other reaction is going to be like, are you rich or insane? I assure you, I am not rich. But I also assure you, I am most definitely insane. And that is, I have the FateZero box sets on Blu-ray. And yeah, a cool detail. If you put the two of them together, it creates summon symbol, which I think is a neat little detail. But yeah, FateZero, it's one of my favorite anime. Don't give a fuck what anyone says. I love it. I think it's great. And these cost me a pretty penny. More than I'd like to admit. So I'm not going to tell you how much, but I'm happy to have them. I think it's great, and it hurt my wallet, but I was definitely happy to get it. But now, kind of the impetus, if you will, for making this video is today I got a little something from Right Stuff in the mail. How about we go ahead and find out what's inside. Alright, now we got this thing open. Here is some stuff from Corpse Party. What is this? Invaders of the Rokujiyama. What the fudge is that? What the fuck is this? I don't know. What the fuck is this? Isn't Corpse Party a video game? A PSP game? I think they're releasing... I think it came out with a sequel on the Vita or something. I don't know. Weird. I guess it came out with an anime. Weird. Don't care. Here's the stuff that I'm interested in. So, I've got a few things here. I've already exposed that I'm a fan of Gundam, so I went ahead and got the entire original series on Blu-ray. Very happy to have this. The original is an undeniable classic, and I can't wait for them to release Zeta on Blu-ray as well. You could definitely expect me to pick those up. And this, if you thought I was either crazy or rich, and I assure you again, I'm not rich, for FateZero, you're definitely going to think I'm crazy when you see that I also got Kara no Kyokai on Blu-ray. So yeah, I'm sure everyone now thinks that I'm off my rocker, or I'm lying about being rich. I promise you I'm not. I'm definitely off my rocker, I can say that for sure. But again, this is one of my favorite anime. I don't care what anyone says, I fucking love it. And I'd say it's worth the money because it's something that means a lot to me. It's something that I feel is worth it, so fuck it. I went ahead and got it, and I'm very happy to have this. That's pretty much all the stuff I wanted to show you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Like I said before, I do have other videos in mind that I want to get out. I've been teasing for a while now that I want to make this very in-depth analysis on Kotomine Kirei, and it's one that I've been working on for a while. I'm still working on it. I still haven't finalized the script yet because there's still a lot of concepts that I want to go over that I haven't yet, and it should be good when I'm done. It should be. I'm hoping that when I release it, that people will look at the character differently. That's my goal. Not necessarily change anyone's mind on the character, like if you hated him or anything like that. That's not my goal. It's simply to show people just how much time and thought and care was put into this character. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for joining me. This has been Shintai, host of the Anime Room. Take care.